Hi everyone and welcome to the Free Range Diva. Today I am with my girls, two of the most fabulous women here in the green beauty community on YouTube. They have both been inspirations to me. I have learned more from both of them than I could even tell you. They are Marie from And the Color Green and Trish from Green Beauty Trish, which was formerly known as Sentai. Yes, these two ladies know more about green beauty and have had incredible journeys within the green beauty community. Marie, of course, formulates face mask alchemy, and Trish has a new project that she has started. I'll put the name of it right here, but it's basically a website where you can buy all natural perfumes. Marie, I can tell you, I'm not even sure how I first found her channel, but she has a playlist of face masks, and it's a huge long list because this woman has tried every face mask that you can imagine, between DIY, high-end, medium-end, you name it, she's tried it. And one of the masks that she reviewed, and I found it in her playlist, was the mermaid mask from Leilani Skincare. I'm going to link that video below along with her channel because that is probably my favorite video that I have seen on YouTube. If they were giving out awards, this video would win them all. So it's her review of the Leilani and demo of the Leilani mask. And so I definitely want you guys to see that if you haven't already. And then Trish, I swear that woman has the best taste in skincare, in fragrances. I have, there's so many, I could probably do a video on my own of just things that I have bought just on her recommendation. So I am so looking forward to seeing what these two ladies have come up with. I'm so happy that they agreed to partner with me for this. And without any further ado, let's get into the topic of the day, which is the top 5 favorite summer essentials then and now. And yeah, and what that means is that we're each going to talk about what we considered an essential when we first started our green beauty journey and where we are now. So let's jump in. So at the top of my list is sunscreen for face and for body. And when I first started on this journey, I started as a result of having a major reaction to the products that I was using. I have sensitive skin, and I had an allergic reaction. And so it caused me to switch out products that I hadn't switched already to more greener options. So at the time I was using, and I don't have it anymore, but I was using the, let me get the name of this correctly because it's a really long name. It's the My Shell Sun Shield SPF 28 Unscented. And this sunscreen, it was for the face, and I found at the time that it was very, very thick and difficult to deal with. I think they have reformulated it since then because this was quite a while ago. But it was gentle. It didn't irritate my skin at all. But I would definitely have to have very wet, I'm not even going to say damp skin. You know, my skin really had to be more on the wet side, as did my fingers, in order to get it to move around my face. As far as performing, it was and still is a mineral sunscreen, so you don't have to worry about any kind of chemicals in it, a chemical sunscreen rather. You know, it was fine for what I had at the time. But since then, I have tried several others, and I have since settled on the Solar Protective Moisturizer from DaVita. I'm not going to say much except that it's aloe-based. It goes on like a dream. It's very creamy and smooth, and it's not too thick, it's not too thin, it's just right. So that is what I use now. It's SPF 30. It's also unscented, and it's also mineral. On the body, at the time I went to EWG and I picked their #1 pick for most gentle, healthiest, chemical-free sunscreen. And it was this one. It's called Green Screen. The company is Cabana Skincare. This is organic. It is a physical sunscreen, so it's mineral-based. And this comes in a couple of different varieties, but I was using the SPF 31 in the neutral tint. And the reason is because this is very thick, again, very difficult to get on. It was actually rather drying to the skin despite the ingredients in here. And it also left kind of a white cast. So with the tint, the cast was much more skin colored and it wasn't as noticeable. This is still on the market, by the way, and I'll tell you what's in here. The inactive ingredients, obviously it's zinc oxide is the active ingredient. And then the inactive ingredients are artesian water, olive oil, jojoba, vegetable glycerin, emulsifying wax that comes from coconut oil, vitamin E, shea butter, and it gets the color from iron oxide. This is the kind of thing where if you're going to be on a boat all day, or if you live in a desert, somewhere where you're going to be out all day and you need maximum sun protection, this will give it to you. It worked great from that level, but it was a little bit hard to deal with. And I kept this around because I knew sooner or later, one day, for years I've had this tube, and I knew that at some point I would work it into a video, so I finally did. And what I'm using today, from Badger, this is their broad spectrum SPF 30 zinc oxide sunscreen, the active formula. This is also unscented. This is 40 minutes water safe. I want to make sure I got that right. Water resistant for 40 minutes. It's also non-GMO, and its ingredients, again, zinc oxide non-nano is the active ingredient, and then the inactives are sunflower oil, vitamin E, beeswax, sea buckthorn, and that's about it. So this is much creamier. It is more moisturizing than the Green Screen. It does a very good job. I used it all last summer, and it did a good job of protecting my body. And so I, will probably buy it again. I see no reason why not. It's a great product, very clean, and it is, like I said, a little bit easier to deal with in terms of use. It's a little more user-friendly. It does leave a little bit of a white cast, but it's not a deal breaker at all. The next item that one needs that is a must-have for me for the summer is an unscented body lotion. Because, if I want to wear something with scent, I don't want my lotion competing with it. So what I used to use was from Alba Botanica, and it was their very emollient body lotion in the fragrance-free formula. No SPF, because we don't want SPF in our body lotion, at least I don't. I use that. It's cheap. It has its consistency is very much like conventional lotions, very lightweight, absorbs quickly, and it was corn-free, which I do have a corn allergy, and I didn't have any problems with it, and they confirmed that it was also, when I called, that it was corn-free as well. However, it does have as its last ingredient phenoxyethanol. And having done a little bit of research into phenoxyethanol, I can tell you what Environmental Working Group has to say about it, which is their concern is limited evidence of immune system toxicity or allergies. And I have very reactive skin. I have a hypervigilant immune system. I tend to react to things. So for me, using a product all over my body that contains even just a little bit of phenoxyethanol might be playing with fire. So were it not for that, I probably would just go ahead and continue using it. I almost bought it again this year because I was having trouble finding a corn-free unscented body lotion that was reasonably priced, because there are lots of them out there that are very expensive. But this was something, again, if you're slathering all over your body, I don't want it to cost a small fortune. So what did I get instead? The Shea Butter Brulee from DeVita. This is very lightweight. Again, it's a silky, lotiony formula. Fragrance-free, moisturizing, perfect lotion. And I was able to score this by shopping sales. So, you know, have a coupon. I think I got it. I can't remember if I got it from Pharmaca or Vitacost, but one of the websites was having a sale on it. And so I picked this up, and I have been using it consistency, and I love it. No dry skin issues here with this lotion, and it absorbs very quickly. And like I said, it's very silky and has a consistency, again, similar to more conventional lotions. So the next thing on the list is a good body scrub. Your skin is coming out from under sweaters and long sleeves from, you know, left over from the winter. You don't want any dry, flaky, you know, or dry patches or anything like that. And so you need a good body scrub. And also after using a good scrub, your skin feels so smooth and ready, you know, it's ready to be moisturized with your favorite body lotion. When I first started my green beauty journey, I found a DIY detox body scrub that I made up for myself and loved it. It combined sugar and salt and honey and coconut oil and lemon, and it was fantastic. Today, what I'm using now is the same scrub. I have not, every summer I whip up some of this and put it in my refrigerator. Now this, you can keep it at room temperature, you know, like on the shelf for a month. It'll last you about a month. But if you want it longer, you can put it in your refrigerator. Here's what it looks like. It's a beautiful, yeah, I made this at home. Let's see if I can get a little bit out of there. There you go. I made this at home, everybody. And you can too, because I'm going to link the recipe. Oh, drop some. I'm going to link the video where I got the recipe from, and I encourage you to try it. It's cheap. It's using ingredients that you know have at home. So it's moisturizing. The honey in it, you know, gives you combined with the coconut, gives it a lovely feel on the skin. It's not overly greasy, so you can, you know, and it rinses off very clean. The lemon in it gives you, you know, a little bit of brightening. The coconut oil is moisturizing and healing. The honey is moisturizing. It's just, forget about it. Just make it. If you're looking for a body scrub, I'll link where I got it below. The other thing that I need, we're on 4, wow. The other thing that I need that is non-negotiable for me is a good nail polish, a good, I love like a light sort of very pale pinky nail polish. And back in the day, I was an Essie girl, and Essie is 3 free, so it's not, you know, horrible. They have removed, as have most brands, removed the most egregious items from their formula, and they had a color called Waltz. It's in their sheers. It is a almost pink to white. It is a very, very, very pale pink, and I wore that thing year after year after year after year throughout the 2000s, you know, into the, you know, 2010s. It was just, that was my jam. However, today in 2018, sheers are out and more opaque formulas are in. So this year I decided to pick up this color from Spa Ritual. It's called Slow Beauty, and it is, again, I know I checked this on camera yesterday, and it does come off a little bit white, you know, but trust me, this is a very pale pink. Here it is on my nails and in the bottle, and I am looking forward to, I've just started using it. So far so good. You know, the color is perfect. So we'll see how long the formula lasts on, you know, if it lasts a full week or not. But otherwise, I really like, you know, the price was right, and got it on sale at Pharmaca, and so this is going to be my nail polish for the summer. Pretty. Last but absolutely not least is deodorant. So anyone who's been in green beauty for any length of time has been on the deodorant quest. It seems to be what trips everybody up at some point or another. And basically deodorants, at least in my experience, fall into two categories: baking soda or baking soda free. Baking soda has, you know, like if you put a box in your refrigerator, you put it in there because it's deodorizing. It absorbs odors, and it also absorbs wetness. So it makes it perfect to you know, to work under the arms. And usually it's combined with things like coconut oil, which also has some antibacterial properties, and you know, moisturizing oils. The problem is that sooner or later, at least in my case, it turned out to be later rather than sooner, I started reacting to baking soda. At least I believe that's what I've been reacting to. But prior to my reaction, I started using Tom's unscented, long-lasting. That one is baking soda free. And in the baking soda free category, they usually use something like magnesium hydroxide as their deodorizing ingredient. And I believe that that's used that as well. It also at one time had propylene glycol in it, which is not the greatest, but you know, it could be worse. Yeah, that is what I used until it finally stopped working. Usually what I would do is in the summertime or when I anticipated a stressful day, I would just put it on and then pat some baking soda under on top of it, you know, for extra protection, and that would get me through the day. But ultimately, you know, it just, even that didn't work anymore. So I stopped using Tom's and went to Schmidt's, and which drew me to the bergamot lime fragrance. And this, first I started with their cedar wood fragrance, I think. But again, this is the baking soda formula, and the bergamot lime scent I found to be the best deodorant, hands down. Forget conventional, forget antiperspirants. This stuff was amazing. And I used, let's see, one tube of the cedar wood, and then switched one to this tube. And before I got to the end, I developed the rash. So I discontinued using it, and instead I switched to Schmidt's fragrance free. This is also baking soda free. And this one again uses magnesium hydroxide as the odor, anti-wetness ingredient. And this worked pretty good. On hotter days, like in the summertime, by the end of the day, it wasn't there anymore. But you know, for much of the day, it would, you know, get me through the day without a problem. If it was going to be one of those uber hot days or uber stressful days, I would put this on first and then layer this on top of it. And that is, you know, where I was until recently when I picked up green tidings. All right, so this is what I'm wearing now, for real. This is what I'm really wearing. This does have baking soda in it. This formula is also very, very creamy, whereas the Schmidt's was a little more gritty. This is not. This has a very smooth formula, and it was about 2 weeks of using this before I developed the rash. And so on their website, it says if you do develop, you know, like a baking soda issue, to discontinue it and instead apply apple cider vinegar to the area to, you know, bring the skin back to its normal pH, and then try this again. So I did that. The apple cider vinegar burned like crazy, but it did heal up the rash. But while I was waiting for the rash to heal, I spritzed on, I don't have it with me right now, but some, in my favorites video I talk about this, but I spritzed on some rose water. And now I spritz on the rose water first and then put this on. And so far, I have not had a problem. This keeps me dry most of the day. The odor fighting potential, you know, ability of this does stay all day long. So I'm, very happy. I haven't obviously been using this into the summer, to the really, hot parts of summer yet. But I will, continue with this, and then we'll just see, where we go from there. So that's it. Before I go, I do want to leave you with one conundrum that I have been having. And that is, one of the things that I loved in the summertime especially is to layer on shower gel, lotion, and fragrance. And my favorite combo for that was Origin's ginger essence, or ginger line. Now, in the world of green beauty, there's something called greenwashing, where a particular company markets themselves as natural, but their ingredients are less than. And then there's, oh my God, you've got to be freaking kidding me. And Origins falls into the latter category, because I know they have Dr. Weil, and I haven't used any of his stuff, but this line, for example, I still keep their the Ginger Essence Ginger Burst body wash, because just to sort of open it every now and again and sniff it to remind me of what that smelled like. But not only does this have synthetic fragrance in it, it has PEGs in here. It has sulfates. It also has dimethicone, and why in the heck would you need a silicone in a body wash? I don't know. So, Origins is definitely out, but I still miss that fragrance. I miss that ginger. It's a ginger, lime, citrus, just a heavy ginger citrus fragrance. Most ginger that I find has more of a warmth, like spiciness to it, but this doesn't. Because of this, the ginger and the citrus combine in a way to make it light and refreshing, and I really miss it. So if you know of a green beauty body product that has that same ginger citrus profile, or a ginger citrus profile, let me know in the comments below. And I expect to hear from you, Trish, because I'm sure that if anybody knows, you do. So guys, that's it for today. Please go over, I've linked my two buddies' videos below, and I can't wait to see their lists. And so I hope that you will also go over and check out their list, because it's going to be fabulous. All the products that they recommend are top shelf, and are just wonderful. And I expect to be advised of some more things to add to my beauty collection. Everyone, thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and of course subscribe so that you won't miss my next video. And in the meantime, everyone, take good care of yourselves. Have a great day, and I will see you again very, very soon. Bye, everybody.